I greet the servants of Christ in the name of the one who called them to duty. I'm Elder Kutseza Jr. from Ruya Adventist Church. I'm bringing to you an interesting topic this afternoon. The title is going to be Living and Leaving a Legacy. I think if you get to your English, living and leaving is a pair of two homonyms. The first living is in present tense. Living as in L-I-V-I-N-G. Living like the current life that you're living in. The second living, it's L-E-A-V-I-N-G, which talks about that period when you'll be gone. What is the legacy? Let's get to the legacy. A legacy is some sort of a landmark or some good tracts that you leave behind for those who will be coming after you when you leave. So I'm talking about leaving a legacy in the Christian concept. Let's get to Mark chapter 12, verse 29. It talks about the legacy of loving God completely. The text says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Jehovah, one God. You should love the Lord with your whole soul, your whole mind, and all your might." If you get to Deuteronomy, it is some sort of a law that the Israel people would teach their children as they'll be growing up. They would call it Shema Israel. So it's a matter like they wanted all their children to love God completely. It did not just start from the kids. The parent who is teaching was a perfect example in loving God completely. As a parent or as a person, just bear in mind that somebody somewhere is coming after you. If you are a parent, definitely your firstborn son is coming after you. If you are just a teacher, your students are coming after you. If you are a president, probably some young politicians are coming after you. There should be a legacy of loving God completely. That is to say, if you're living, you have to love God completely. After you're gone, people should remember you for loving God completely. Let's get to a legacy of knowing times. 1 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 32. I like it. It talks about one of the tribes of Israel. It talks about the children of Issachar. It says, "But the children of Issachar, having a knowledge of time and to discern the times, to know what Israel ought to do." Let's just take the part, having a knowledge to discern time. The challenge these days is that people no longer know how to discern time. If it's in our Christian lives, people think we still have a lot of time. Get to Romans. I like Romans. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, the last part, that it is already the hour for you to wake up from your sleep. That is, if you have a knowledge of how to discern time, you know that it's the right hour for you to wake up from your sleep. You know, it's said to hear that children, after their parents are gone, they'll be like, if it wasn't that my dad did not buy some food, did not pay for me school fees in time, I wouldn't be such kind of a person. Look at this. As a parent, as a person, learn to leave a legacy of knowing time. In our Christian life, in the social world, time is important. It's great that you leave your children and leave all those who come after you a legacy of knowing time. After all, let's get to Psalms chapter 51:10. It says, "Create in me a pure heart, O God, and put within me a new spirit and a steadfast one." Get these people. There is a need to give God the chance to give you a new heart. So if you have been lacking in leaving a legacy for your kids, it's the right time. I think Romans 13 said, it's the right time for you to wake up from your sleep. Wake up. Ask God, He will lead you into doing it. I pray that everybody here would leave a legacy. Our lives are such a legacy that when we go, everybody who comes after us will be pointing, if it wasn't for this, in such a time we lived with this kind of a person. You should live and leave a legacy. May God bless you as you start the journey now. Thank you very much.